Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name's Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master tonight for Vecna, Eve of Ruin, or as many call it, Eye of Ruin, or as many call it, Vecna, Don't Say Vecna, Part 2. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Vecna. It's Vecna night here. And we're in Chapter 5, Episode 2, which is, I think, as they all go, the best section of these chapters. Is the second episode. So we're in for a treat tonight. We've got Andrew and Andrew and Andrew and Andrew. And last but not least, Andrew. How's it going, everybody, tonight?
Hey guys, I'm Andrew number 4.
And I'm going to be playing a character called Andrew.
Nice.
And you forgot to introduce our DM, Andrew.
Oh.
Tabletop
What if-
Andrew is this channel.
What if
Hey
we actually
guys,
made
I'm your
characters?
DM, Andrew.
What if
I
we
like
made
the ring-
characters
I like the
named
ring of
after
that.
ourselves? How would that feel? How would you feel about that? If everybody's character was just their name?
That would be awful.
It'd be weird,
Peachy.
right?
It would be Peachy.
Yeah. It'd be like
No.
End of the World RPG. Remember that one?
Oh,
I
but
do.
that was great. Perhaps
I
it
was
would be
gonna say,
great.
it's been done before.
That was so
Yeah.
much fun.
That's where you play yourself.
Or
That was
maybe
really,
or maybe you play a robot. Who knows?
that was, yeah. That was eye-opening, I'll tell you. Especially when people tell you, no, you're not that charismatic. Reduce your stats, please.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Welcome, YouTube chat. It's been a long night here already, but we are getting started. Cam, our notorious for guessing the time that we start, was, again, super close. I think a minute off tonight, so really great job. And I see all the typical crew in the chat here. We've got Tasman, Joy, Mike Cullerton, Wayne, Greyhawk Exiles here. It's a good night when we see the usuals in the chat. Xander Cartwright's here too. Look at this. Wow. Excellent. We've got a lot of people here. I take it back, actually. Strahd is also in the chat.
Yeah.
I take it back. Everything I said. So I have a question for all of you. And this actually, it requires a little bit of a lead up here. And I think maybe some of you misunderstood the homework assignment. So we'll see. I started watching a new show this week. I've been furiously painting Warhammer models to get ready for a tournament this weekend up near Albany. And
Oh, you're going to Golden Sprue.
the Golden Sprue. Yep, I'll be there. I painted up an entire Iron Warriors army within the last 3 weeks. And over those 3 weeks, I started to stream some things while I'm painting, airbrushing and painting upstairs and just trying to get things all set. And I watched The Penguin, which I thought was excellent. The DC, Batman universe Penguin. But then something that's been on my to-do list for a long time, and this is kind of ties into something that happened this summer. When I was injured, I asked people to give me suggestions for movies, and a friend of mine, my friend Ed, who actually has been on the channel before, he played in one of the D&D Warhammer one-shots. I asked him what kind of movies should I get into when I was injured with my leg, healing from that. And he told me to go into deep dive into David Lynch. And unfortunately, David Lynch passed away this year. So now it's I just got into his work. I watched a ton of movies and I was like, man, of course he dies, right? Just getting into his work, he dies. So I started watching. Sorry, say it again, Andrew.
How inconsiderate of him.
I know, seriously. I mean, just my luck. Well, I started watching Twin Peaks. I don't know if anybody here has actually watched it. I'm hoping one of you have, because I need somebody to talk to this about. Has anybody here watched it before?
I watched some when I was a kid.
Okay. Yeah, it came out in 1990, so it's not recent. But they've had some more, I think, a return or something. They've come back with the series, and I got into it over the last week. I binge watched 20-something episodes already. It's crazy. I just can't turn it off. It's mesmerized me, and it's one of the weirdest shows that I have ever seen in my entire life. And if you've seen it, you know what I mean. I'm not going to spoil anything here, but there are scenes where I'm watching, and I can't even believe this is something that's on TV. That was actually on network TV at one point. Crazy. The weirdest show I've ever seen. It's supernatural in some way. It's weird, super creepy, super weird. And my question to all of you was, what's the weirdest thing you've seen? Shows, movies, something, any medium really. What's something that's just weirded you out? Doesn't have to be scary, confusing, maybe even things that you just looked at and you're like, this is weird. I feel like I'm excited to hear some of these examples here. Why don't we start with, let's see, Stephanie. I feel like we have a similar feeling about horror and stuff. Stephanie, what about you?
I'm watching kind of horror. It's like a horror show. I'm to another dead people.
Oh, you're coming in all garbled, Stephanie. I'm not sure if this is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not weird.
Can you connect me and I'll try to fix it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll come back to you. Yeah, we'll come back. No worries. Let's jump over to Andrew. Guess which one?
Andrew?
Which Andrew?
You have to
We'll
specify.
go to
1 through 4.
1. Andrew. That's you, Andrew. The sick
me.
Andrew.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's me. The weirdest show I've ever seen, and because it was so weird, I haven't watched many episodes. But the episodes I have watched are extremely strange.
Okay, I'm excited.
American Horror Story.
Oh, I have not watched that.
Very, very weird.
Terrifying and weird. Can confirm.
Wow. Okay, so you agree. You've watched it too. Anybody else watch this one? Okay. All right. So Dasha, you've seen it as well. What's
I've
so
only
weird
seen
about it?
season
I mean,
one,
it's
but I'm surprised you haven't seen it, Bob, with your love of horror.
I don't know. It always struck me as like too commercial. Am I crazy? Is that like a weird thing? I don't know. I always saw it as being like too into pop culture when it first came out. And I was like, I like to go against the grain, you know, but maybe I should check it out. I did like Black Mirror, and I've heard that's kind of like in the same vein, like an anthology, right?
In a way.
In a way. You're coming in a little low too, Dasha. I don't know if it's your mic.
Is this better?
I don't know. We'll have to have you talk more. But Andrew, so you do you think this is the weirdest thing you've seen? And how many seasons have you watched?
I haven't even finished a full season.
Oh, it shocked you that much.
Yeah. I just couldn't get into it. And every time I watched an episode, I had no idea what was going on. It was just a bunch of strange horror-like scenes that made no sense. There was no plot. I just didn't know what was happening.
Wow.
It's very weird.
That's bold there. Yeah, so okay, interesting. Okay, I might have to check this out. Dasha, what about you?
Can I say a movie, or does it have to be a show?
It's a
Absolutely. No, you could be
Oh.
anything.
What?
Don't listen, Andrew.
That
It's a
was not.
show.
You did not specify movie.
I have an answer for both. I could say a movie or a show, but I'll go with the movie because it's weirder for me. And I think honestly, if I saw this movie under different circumstances, I would have maybe even enjoyed it. But I'll give a little bit of background. When I was in middle school, I grew up in Ohio, so in the winter it was cold, and sometimes it was, during recess, too cold for us to be outside. And the only place the school thought to like bring us inside for indoor recess during 7th and 8th grade, lunch and recess time, not to the classrooms, but to the auditorium. There was nothing to do in the auditorium except either sit there and do your homework, or they played a movie for us anytime it was too cold for us to be outside. The problem was they picked the same movie every single time. And obviously everyone's lunch and recess time, it was kind of staggered by class, but everyone always would enter and exit at around the same point in the movie. So from my 7th and 8th grade years, I want to say about maybe 20 days out of each winter were too cold for us to be outside. So 40 times I watched the same 30 minutes of this movie with no other context. And it was a part that particularly creeped me out. And the movie was The Sandlot. And the part that I watched over and over was the part where some guy is just saying, forever. That's the only, no context. Didn't see the beginning of the movie because I was at the later recess time. Terrifying.
This is controversial. You said your answer might be controversial. This is controversial. Have you not seen the movie in its entirety?
I never watched. So I grew up not on a lot of American cinema. My family's from Eastern Europe, so I watched a lot of like old Soviet movies that I could tell you about. I did not watch a lot of the old American classics, so I'd never seen The Sandlot.
I think it was filmed in St. Petersburg. Yeah.
Actually, no, it's funny. I just looked it up before the stream started. It takes place in San Fernando Valley, right outside of Los Angeles, which is where I currently live.
Where you live.
So that's wild. So I
Look
still
at
haven't
that.
seen it. I will never watch it because those 30 minutes over and over and over again of forever traumatize me.
Oh
And I
man,
want to throw up every time I think about
it's
it.
actually wild to hear somebody say that because it's one of the I think would you any I know I'm a little older than you are, but like any of the 80s 90s kids, I mean that's a classic, right?
And I think
Well-
if I saw it in a better context, I would love it. But just because of that was my exposure to it over and over, the same 30 minutes in that particular part, I can't do it.
All right,
What
no
movie
Benny the
is this?
Jet for you.
The
The Sand.
Sandlot.
What the heck
Sandlot.
is that? I've never heard of that.
It's about baseball. You wouldn't understand it.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's not cricket.
Forget about that.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right. Stefano, what about you?
So I'm gonna go with a TV show that I actually loved when I was a kid, but boy, is it weird.
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yes. So weird.
Ren and Stimpy is really strange. Like,
Yes.
like he's got a booger collection underneath a
Yep.
table
Yep.
that is referenced many times. There's
Oh,
an
man.
episode about his friend Stinky the fart,
Yep.
Stinky the fun.
and
Hey.
I think actually I remember I was watching the episode about Stinky the fart, and my mom said, "You're not allowed to watch this show anymore."
I
Doesn't
think
it
a lot
work
of
for,
parents
like,
said that.
a call line too, or something. Isn't that? Am I
Mhm.
thinking of the right
Uh,
show?
That might be the Ren,
Rocco's
who's the
Modern
Chihuahua.
Life. No, I think it's Rocco's
Oh,
Modern Life.
well, that
You
was
were-
my
yeah.
other choice, by the
Oh,
way.
sorry.
That
I
was
get
my
them
other
mixed up.
choice.
That's all.
I mean, those Nickelodeon shows in the early 90s were just crazy out
They're-
there. Like they were not for kids.
So out there.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
There are some
Hmm.
drawings of these characters that
Mhm.
if you watch it again as like an adult, it's like they're creepy.
Oh yeah.
They are creepy.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Ren and Stimpy. And I loved that as a kid too. I was
I loved it so much.
hooked on the Nickelodeon. Yeah. Awesome. It's a good one so far. Andrew, what about you? Did you go yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to make myself hated and reviled. I'm going to say Friends, which Stefano said he was going to say, but I think he was joking.
I was.
No, let me explain myself. I used to have many friends that used to love Friends. My cousin still loves Friends. She wants to go to the Friends house in New York, which doesn't exist. When she visits, she wants to go to a friend's house. Doesn't exist. So what's wrong with Friends?
Yeah.
They don't live in New York for the start. They have a massive apartment that would cost them like $10,000 a month, and they work in a coffee shop. Like, so that's stupid. Like everybody in New York looks they're from somewhere in the Midwest. Plus, like, I just don't understand it. I watch it and people laugh, and I'm like, why are you laughing? It's not funny. It's like it's when you think you're the only one alive and everyone
Mhm.
else is like the Truman Show, because it was like,
Mm.
haha, and you're like, this isn't funny. It's like,
That's a great
it's
movie.
boring.
Have you ever seen on YouTube, Andrew? They have somebody has done this where they have removed the laugh track from Friends
Yeah,
episodes,
it's like a horror show.
and it's disturbing. Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's why I thought of it. 'Cause I
it
saw
is
that and I
disturbing.
was
I've
like,
seen it.
"Oh,
Hmm.
there's some kind of message here.
Interesting. Okay. Any Friends fans? I actually am a huge Friends
Yeah, everyone loves
fan,
Friends.
so,
Everyone
Love
except for me.
Friends. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love Friends, right? Everybody, yeah.
I love Friends. I love Seinfeld more, but Friends is good.
Well, Seinfeld
I
is
love
hilarious.
Seinfeld.
Well, I recently, and I'm sorry because I don't remember the person's name. I recently saw an SNL clip of somebody doing an impression of Rachel while Jennifer Aniston was on the show. It's so good.
Oh, you gotta love
It's
it.
so good.
Gotta love it. Interesting.
So
And
just
Steph,
look that up.
I will. I will because I love Friends related things. Steph, what do we got?
Okay, I think. Can you hear me better? Sorry about that. Had some weird
Perfect.
issues.
Hooray.
Right.
So, okay, I am on the series finale. It just finished. I adore What We Do in the Shadows. I don't know
I've
if
heard
anyone
good things.
else. I loved the movie when it first came out, and then when I heard they came out with the show, I'm like, I have no idea how this is going to be a show. It's awesome. I wouldn't say it's like the weirdest thing, The weirdest scene that ever got me is actually from The Mummy with Brendan Fraser,
Ooh.
where the scarab, okay, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen this movie.
You had 25 years, everybody.
The scarab that gets under his skin freaks me out every time.
Yep.
So I think like that scene freaks me out the most. But I love what we do in the shadows. I never know which way it's going to go. I never know how they're going to top themselves season over season. And please don't spoil the ending. I am so close. I'm like 2 episodes behind. It's the series finale.
You heard it, everybody. No spoilers in the chat tonight. We do in what we do in the shadows. No spoilers. All right. I'm checking this out, actually. It's been on my list to do for a while.
I've only seen the movie, but I've heard really good things about the show, and the movie was great.
The movie was great. In the show, they're in Staten Island, so you get the like slightly New York, but not too New York. They have a new vampire in the show where he's an energy vampire. This is the first episode, so this is not a spoiler. But like he like feeds off of your energy and just drains you at work. It's some like cool concepts there.
Like
I
a
really
boss.
I'm down. What'd you say, Andrew?
Like a boss.
Like a boss. Excellent job, everybody. This was good. You did well on the homework assignment. Did very, very well. Speaking of doing very, very well, this group came together and just gelled instantly. Just kidding. It seems like everybody is opposed to each other, and it's going to be great. You ready to jump into the game?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Last time we played, we went into Barovia, which I know bothered some of you because, oh no, it's happening. Oh, we're in black and white again. In Barovia, no one can hear you scream. Actually, no, it's not true. Everybody can hear you. There's just nobody to help you because you're under the domain of Strahd von Zarevich. Now, most of you, I would say, in this group have actually been here before. Dobby, you're trying to find the Rod of Seven Parts. You came to your good friend Tom, a acquaintance of yours from years in the past, who's now part of the Order of the Keepers of the Feather, an ally of them, and was tasked to guard a Shadowfell entry point into Barovia. You went through this cemetery, you buried yourselves in a unmarked grave, and were able to transport yourselves through the mists and into the lands of Barovia. And of course, Dasha, you've been playing Orel, who is a character who, in our Supernatural 20 Season 1 finale, stayed there to help the people rebuild and stabilize maybe a new government, but Strahd has returned. Now, for Stefano and Andrew, your 2 characters are from Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. You were working for the Harpers. Of course, Andrew, your character Elias, was an old retired Harper spy. You are now infiltrating into Barovia almost accidentally. You were searching for these priests of Ozibus, these necromancers who have horrific necromancy magic and steal people's souls. They must have an artifact that is going to help them in some way, a rod piece perhaps. You're not quite sure where they are, but you found this group, you came together, and Orel has paired with Sarasanda Alistair. She's a inquisitor of the Supernatural 20 crew, and of course she's here to look for something as well. She's trying to find out what these priests are up to. They seem to have some sort of magical artifact. It might be this rod piece. So you're all here for the same reasons, but perhaps for different motives. And you met and talked in the Blood in the Vine Tavern, just devised a plan to go to this house where you believe a cult is functioning, and it seems to be where the priests of Ozibus have been headed towards. And now, when you got outside of the house, this mansion owned by a family called the Durst family, father, of course, is Fred. Just kidding. Any Limp Bizkit fans out there? No? Okay. So you got outside and you saw children. It was weird to see these 2 kids standing in the middle of the road, and they told you that there are monsters inside. Their parents told them to wait out here so that they would be safe. We're going to start the game now. Let's jump in. So I'll describe what you saw, the kids specifically. But you saw these 2 kids, a boy and a girl, standing in the middle of the dirt road outside of the grim house. The boy was weeping and clutching a stuffed doll. The girl was trying to quiet him. As you approach, she turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." Mom and Dad told us to play outside. Please, won't you make it safe? Please?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
a
We're
dark
all
place
muted.
indeed.
Everyone was muted.
Arel will step
I mean,
forward
yeah,
to the
isn't that what
children
we're
and
kind of here to do?
Yes, thank you, kind sir. Thank you.
tell us more about what has happened. What dark forces are at play here, children?
Dark forces? I don't know.
Arel will kneel down in front of the children, and he's got his sword, and he's kind of like got his head down, sword stuck in the ground, and he's going to say a prayer to Pelor and use his divine sense to see if he can detect anything evil around. I mean, he's got a pretty good idea this house is evil, but he's...
There are no fae, fiends, undead, or celestials within 30 feet of you.
60 feet.
60 feet. 60 feet? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, well, then that changes everything. No, just kidding. I don't know. Dobby probably gives off some weird vibes, but that'd be
That's
about
Dobby.
it. Yeah.
Okay. He'll stand back up after praying and kind of sheath his sword and look back to Sarasanda and say, "This house is our destination, is it not?"
Yes, it is. It's quite queer, these children out here all alone. Their parents must be part of that cult. She's, of course, whispering this to you, like on the side. She's not saying in front of the kids. But she says, perhaps the kids know more than they're giving off. Perhaps we apprehend them, silence them. They could be spies.
I'll move up to the children and try and grab one of them.
Which one? The older girl, the older
boy.
sister, or the younger boy?
The boy.
He drops his little rag doll when you grab him.
Say, hello, little boy.
Yes?
What's going on inside that house? Tell us more.
Are you trying
You
to
live there?
intimidate this child?
Not really. I
Okay.
just grabbed him so he doesn't run away, but
There's monsters. Monsters.
what's a
I can hear
monster?
them.
Like a person with magical necromantic powers?
What?
Wizards?
Monsters. Not wizards. Wizards would
Can-
fight the monsters.
Describe.
Can you describe, yes, the monsters?
I don't know what they look like. He's getting teary-eyed. But they sound horrible.
Well,
They echo
only-
throughout the house.
Are you just making this up?
No.
You-
I'm scared.
You probably don't even live here, child. This is a house. We've heard this is where wizards are camping out.
I'll turn to the girl, the older sister, and I'll not grab her, but like place my hand on her shoulder in a comforting gesture, but also keeping her there. Your brother seems a little bit inconsolable right now. Can you tell us more? What do these monsters sound like?
She says, I'm not quite sure. I haven't heard a beast, so to speak, but I've heard screams. They echo throughout the house. Our parents told us to wait out here. I wanted to listen to them and be obedient, so we came out. I'm watching my brother, but our baby sister is inside.
What are your names?
The young girl says, my name is Rose, and the boy says, I'm Thorn.
And your baby sister?
That's a great question.
Bud?
That's a great question.
Daisy?
She was just born. She doesn't have a
Violet.
name yet. That is actually, I think, true.
I see.
Well, perhaps you were sent out of the house because they were giving birth, but this is unlikely. I think you should just run along now. We have work to do.
That's actually not true. She definitely has a name. Hold on,
I was like-
I'll find-
Uh,
I'll find it in a second.
How long ago did your parents send you out here to evade the monster?
Feels like we've been out here for hours.
Everybody, we are losing the element of surprise here. We must enter the house. The wizards may be watching through these children in some way.
Can I do an insight check to see if the children are acting?
Yeah, go ahead.
8. Arel is convinced by their childish innocence.
Yeah, you don't
They're
really
telling
have
the-
any.
They're telling the truth, Elias. These poor children are scared to death.
Well, if there's something going on, then we better go in and investigate. There's nothing to be solved by standing here like sitting ducks.
Children, can you tell us anything useful about the layout of the house that may help us rid you of these monsters?
Layout? What do you mean?
Well, what is located where? How many
Well, in the
entrances and exits are there?
you go through the front door and there's a stairwell that leads upstairs. There's 4 floors. And you can see it clearly. There's 4 floors. We sleep up on the 3rd floor.
I see. And is there anyone in the house besides your parents and your baby sister?
My parents have lots of friends over all the time. They were here today.
Friends. What do these friends look like?
They come over quite often. I mean, I don't really know them. They stay quiet and they go into my parents' room. Sounds really
See,
weird, actually, when you say it that way.
The parents of the wizards. They have let the wizards in.
All right, let's go kill him and get out of here.
Arel actually looks a little bit excited, and he'll look to Dobby and Tom, and he's like, "Oh, it's like the good old days. We're going into a haunted house and catching the monsters. It's been years."
I got the name. It's actually not a girl. It's a young little boy, a baby boy, Walter.
Walter.
Rose, Thorn, and Walter. Well, we see who's the favorite.
And where is baby Walter located? Also on the 3rd floor?
Oh no,
Is that sure?
yes, the 3rd floor. He's got a nursery. Yeah, look, I'm just scared, and I don't want to get hurt. I don't want anybody else to get hurt, but I think my parents might be in trouble.
Yes, they are in trouble. They're betting with wizards.
I didn't see any wizards, but we've been out here all this time, very long time. Lots of people have come in.
We shall do our best to save your little brother and do what we can for your parents. But
Thank you.
It does seem they have been in contact with some bad people.
I love my baby brother, Walter. I definitely didn't think he was a little sister 5 minutes ago. Really. He means so much to me. All right. You have any other questions left for these little children?
Anything to say? Flair, Tom, Dobby? Flair, is there
Right.
anything you could do to comfort these young children in their hour of need? Some entertainment, perhaps?
Ugh, I
Help.
hate kids.
You want to start a band up outside the house?
They said
No.
the screaming was coming from the 3rd floor as well, right?
Is everyone's sense gone from being in this place? We must enter.
We must. You're right.
All right. Screaming is coming from all throughout the house. They can hear it all throughout. All right. So we'll do 2 things here. Number 1, you're at the 1st floor. You can see that there's an entryway here. Sarasanda goes right up to the front portico. There's a hinged wrought iron gate that fills the archway leading to this portico. Oil lamps hang from it and by chains and flanking an oaken double door. The double doors open up into an antechamber on the south wall. You can see a shield emblazoned in stylized gold windmill on a red field. This seems to be the family's crest. up against the southern part of this little entryway here. She steps in, and you can do the same. It is open.
We should scout around. There may be other entrances.
You can, yeah. You want to go somewhere else?
I want to walk around the perimeter. Will somebody come with me?
I have Hawkeye do a quick fly around.
Sure, yeah. Hockey can do a fly around.
Yeah.
There is no like back door in this place because the homes are all kind of like sandwiched next to each other. It's like a townhouse. It's very tall rather than wide. Not a lot of property. However, it looks like there are windows in the back that look accessible.
Oh. Well, I imagine that I walked around the back with who came with me?
Hawkey,
I
the
did.
familiar.
Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
did too.
Blair, come. I watch me. I will look in. I'll look in the back windows.
You can move your tokens actually. So move
Okay.
them around the house. Yep.
It's a little slow. Oh, yeah, here we go. I see.
I'll enter at the front with Sarasanda.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there's doors here. Oh, are they windows?
They do look like doors. I think it just might be how you open them. Like they count as
Okay.
doors, like on roll 20. But they are windows. So yeah, you get to the back entrance in the north side of the house. There are these windows here. You can definitely open them up. Like it's possible to like open them. They're not locked, if that's what you're asking. Do you want to
No.
do that, Flair? I see you did it on the roll 20.
Hmm.
Okay.
I
Inside
did not.
you can.
Well, I didn't, but I want to look through the window. I didn't click on it.
Oh, you didn't? Somebody did. It still looks open.
I clicked on it. I want to.
Okay, so Elias opens the shutters, and inside, through the glass, you can see a dining room. It looks rather well maintained. There's a centerpiece of this wood paneled dining room. Carved is the carved mahogany table. It's covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware, surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs. There's also a hearth and a few doors that look like they are exits to further within the house.
We should go in here. We can trap the wizards between the front and the exit.
Do you want Hawkey to relay that message?
Yes.
Hawkey tells you, Andrew, they want to go in the back. You go in the front.
Let's split up.
Perfect.
I'm with you, Dobby. If you want to
I'll
do
relay that. Yeah, I'll relay that as well. I think that's a good plan.
All right, so Tom and Dobby are on board. Orel, Sarasanda, she looks at you and says, I don't care what they do. We need to press forward. Time is of the essence. If they're doing some ritual with this rod piece that he speaks of, then every second counts. And she enters into that antechamber. The door is open. You may go in.
Oh,
I'll go
hey,
with
hey, Elias. By the way, what is up with that Sarusanda person?
She is very grumpy.
She's pretty grumpy,
We must not let her get the rod. She may be evil.
and she's got like weird glowing eyes. Like she's clearly evil.
Why do you think
Yes.
she's evil?
Because she's grumpy and she has weird glowing eyes.
Is it because this is her voice?
And she has an evil voice.
I mean, her name might as well just be Velen.
Right, exactly. She reminds me of Velen
Sarasanda
from
is a
long ago.
lovely name. It's a beautiful name. Dainty Sarasanda.
Wait, is she talking to us right now?
No, this is Bob.
Now
She's
I'm
just
creeped
a-
out.
She's just
I'm
a
gonna
heavy
go-
smoker. She's
I'm gonna go hang out with those kids again.
years of smoking has done this to me.
Well,
Stay away from tobacco, children.
I like tobacco myself. I have a pipe. I've smoked it often in the Icewind.
This is
10
very
pound.
this is very meta. Elias is talking to Bob, who is talking as Sarusanda. All right, let's go in.
All right, so 2 things. We'll do this in like a somewhat turn based. We'll have the bottom group go make a move, go room to room, and then the top group. So really quick, the bottom group here, the southern side, we've got Aurel, Dobby, Tom, Sarasanda. You move your tokens in. Tom, you want to join them?
Yes, I'm moving in.
Great. This little chamber here is what I described before. You can see there's it's like I want to say like a mud room, that sort of thing. It basically, you can see that red background windmill, their crest. It's here in this room, and looks like there's coat hooks, things like that. You could easily put any of your cloaks here. It doesn't look like there's anything other than the standard family homes cloak. Like there's like 5 of them in total. Like it doesn't look like 100 wizards came in here or a cult came in here and left their robes. There's a door. It looks in front of you to be locked. Sarasanda grabs the handles, and it is locked. She's like, "We'll break it down if we have to. Can someone deal with this?"
I can try.
Do you have a way to do it? How do you want to open it?
I don't know if I do. Give me just a moment to check my character sheet.
Brute force?
Rel will
It's
try with
usually
brute
what I
force
do
if
it.
nothing else can be done, but
Okay.
Tom might be stronger than Rel.
Whoever has a better
I
athletics
could
check could
try.
try. Yeah. So athletics check. Give me an athletics check. And if you want help, Aurel seems to be willing. You can have advantage on the check.
Yeah, sure. Earl, do you mind helping? Might as well.
Of course. Terrible. 9.
With advantage?
Oh, I guess. Sorry, I rolled.
Are you-
I'm giving.
are
I'm
you
giving Tom
aiding-
advantage.
Tom gets advantage. Got it. Okay.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Never mind. Ignore my roll then.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll just say you made 2 separate checks. You made 1, so did Stephanie. You break open the door. You can just brute force, you kind of shoulder into it, and the door slams open. You see a horrific sight in front of you. The hall, like I said, it kind of opens up into this main area of the house. You could see a black marble fireplace at one end, and then a sweeping spiral staircase on the other. The door in this cloakroom, once you open it up, reveals also bodies inside. There are 2 dead bodies, and you can see 3 vampires kneeling down over their bodies, taking turns drawing blood from the jugulars. I'll open the door. You could see it. There you go. So you can see 2 bodies. They look also unusual. They are wearing white cloaks. They have tattoos all over their bodies from what's exposed. Hoods are down, like sleeves have been ripped and torn. And you can see these vampires. And then you came in rather loud. They look up immediately from their drinking, and they're going to spring into action. But before we do that, top group, how do you want to get in? You want to climb through these windows?
Yeah, sure.
Through this window, I want to smash through.
You want to smash? Okay.
Well, open. Can I open it if it's open?
You can.
Or I'll open
Yeah. Yeah. Some barbarian over here. Want to smash through the window?
I will open the window.
All right. I'll move you in. You find yourselves inside the dining room. Like I described the dining room before, it's a large mahogany table. It's a fancy place. The silverware in here alone is probably worth hundreds of gold pieces. You can all immediately assume that.
Is there anything else of note from a quick glance?
Yes. Let's see. There are 2 doors in here. There's one on this side, and then there's one to the direct south. So one sort of like to the southeast and one directly to the south.
I'll go
Hawkey,
here.
do you want to join? I'll bring Hawkey in as well.
Great.
Andrew, the door that you're at is actually more of a small little like door that slides upwards. It's maybe no more than 2 feet wide. It's like a box in the center of the wall. You open it up and you can see it's a kitchen dumbwaiter. It looks like there's a small little hand-operated rope and pulley mechanism within that would connect to, somewhere else in the house above.
Oh, okay. Those can be dangerous. This is just a dumb way to.
Oops, sorry. I opened that door. No worries.
We should take the other door.
Okay. The other door opens up into what looks like the main hallway, and you see that your friends, and you hear it first probably, the door crashing on the other side. You open it to reveal the sight that I described before. 3 vampires taking turns drawing blood from these fallen priests. We're going to go into initiative here.
I close the door.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, it's open.
Come on, Flair. You take heart.
Bob, did you say they have tattoos on them?
The downed priests, yes.
Oh, not the vampires. The priests do. Okay.
The vampires are not tattooed.
Okay.
I think it's against their religion.
Mm.
Okay. Roll initiatives and tell me what you get.
I got a 19.
Bobby got a 13.
Aurel got a 6. Not rolling well today.
Elias a 7.
What'd you get, Orel?
I got
Dasha,
a
what'd you
6.
get? A 6? Okay. And Tom, I see a 9. Is that correct? Steph, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
great.
Sorry.
You're coming in a little garbled again. I'm not sure if your mic needs to be reset.
Yeah, it's my computer itself. I need to
Okay.
clean it up. Sorry.
That's okay. It was working before, so maybe it'll come back. Flair at 19, Dobby at 13, Tom at 9, Elias at 7, Dasha at 6. Let's roll for our good friend Sarasanda, our definitely not evil friend. Okay. Okay, great. And then we got to roll for who else here? The enemies, of course. The enemies. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, ready to start this? The vampires are actually going to go first. They get a 21. And our friend Sarasanda will go down below. Okay. So we start with the vampires. They spring into action as they are very concerned with being attacked on both sides. One is going to turn towards Flair and jump through that door. The others are going to go to the front of the line here and attack Sarasanda and Tom. Let's go with Flair first. This one snarls at you. You see fangs dripping with blood, its face reddened by its recent victim. What's your armor class, Flair?
18.
As it goes to attack, a bright burst of light screams out of
Ooh.
Elias's shield, blinding the vampire and imposes disadvantage.
All right. It misses with its claw. It strikes with the claw first, and I think it's actually going to do another claw because it wants to try to grab onto you, and it misses with a nat 1. 3 misses, and it flails at you. You back away, defending yourself from its attacks. Anything to say, Flair? Any witty remark?
There's nothing you can do against the might of the fantastic Flair. Elias, get in there and attack this thing.
Oh boy. Tom, I think you're going to get hit twice. What is your armor class?
Mine is 18.
18. Yeah, you're going to get a hit twice with one claw, actually 2 claws here. You are grappled as this thing bears its sharp claws into your shoulders. You take 13 damage in total.
Okay.
And then the other one is going to attack Sarasanda. It's going to get a 21, which is going to connect with her. She'll take 9 damage. And then it's grappled, so it's going to use its bite here. And it's going to connect with 8 necrotic and 5 piercing, so that's 13 damage onto Sarasanda. And it starts to regenerate some of its... It looks like it had been in maybe previous combat as well. So it's regenerating some of its ability with the bite here. Okay, now we go to the top of our order, which is Flare. Dobby on deck.
Alrighty. I am going to... I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one in front of me.
All right.
How do I do this? It's a Wisdom save of 17.
Here it comes. It fails. What happens to it?
Great. So it's going to take 13 psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay. Gonna have to.
So this is one of the rare spells that allows, since it's not forced movement, it's using its reaction to move as far away from me. We can take opportunity attacks.
Oh, good.
Okay. It moves. I guess it's going to go up the stairs. So take your attack of opportunity as it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it starts to go up the steps.
I get 23.
A 23, gotcha. That'll hit.
And I'll attack with my trusty rapier. A 9.
9 does not hit, but the 23 from Lightbringer hits. Andrew.
It's just 6 damage.
6 radiant, right?
Hang on, it's what is my strength? +2, +1 is 3. 6 radiant damage.
Right, 6 radiant. Gotcha, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to cut through its...
And I'll say, that's right! Cower against the might of the solar flare!
Yeah, it's scared. It's got radiant damage. It doesn't know that it was you that did it.
An undead creature.
It is. It's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
So it does an extra d6. It does 6 bludgeoning and 1d6. 1 radiant damage.
Okay. Well, still, 2d6 becomes a greatsword against a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay, nice. It took all the damage from all your attack. And Flare, it seems to be driven away by your dissonant whispers. It holds its clawed hands over its head and screeches and runs to the stairs to get away from you. Next up would be
I'll go into the corner over here.
Sure. Next up would be Dobby. And I'm just gonna move Hockey in here because it just will allow the viewers to see the full room. If you want Hockey to be somewhere else, you let me know.
Yeah, I was gonna move him in there anyway. Okay. That's fine. So remind me who's grappled, and is Tom grappled or is it Alessandra?
Both are grappled right now.
Both are grappled.
Yep, the claws have dug into both of them.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on Tom's shoulder to give him a blessing of protection here. Cast protection from good and evil.
Okay.
On Tom, and then I'll have Hockey come up behind and assist the next person to attack the vampire attacking Tom.
Okay, great. So Hockey will assist. What are you doing again?
I'm casting protection of good and evil on Tom.
Gotcha. Okay, great. What does that do exactly? It's a plus...
exactly gives protection against several creatures. All attack rolls against the target have disadvantage. The target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Gotcha.
If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed, they receive advantage on saving throws.
All right, great. Excellent. All right. Anything else from you on your turn? Or are you good there?
Is there anything around me in the room, or am I safe on my side there?
Well, there's nobody behind you, and there's nobody in the room with you. The vampire spawner at the front of the entryway there.
And that's just a solid wall next to me there?
To your right and left?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like a coat rack, and you see the family crest, and it's a couple things on the wall, but it's a wall.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good there.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Tom and Sarasanda, Elias, you'll be on deck after that. So, Steph, it's your turn.
With me being grappled, I think that's the only thing I can do is like ungrapple myself, right?
You can try to ungrapple, but basically what it just means is that you're unable to move. Your movement is 0. You could attack from where you are. It's if you would rather do that.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I have to kill these guys anyways, so I might as well just go for it.
Okay, do it.
Okay. So, give me just a moment here. I've got my battle axe. I'm gonna reach through the doorway, I guess.
Yeah. The doors are open, Sarasando, and you broke them open.
I think it's the first one, 17.
First one for a 17, that'll connect, yeah.
I think the first one, yeah. Okay, great. And then damage. Do I do this?
Yep.
There we go. 11 damage.
Nice.
There. And then I also I get an extra 2-weapon fighting. So I get an extra 1, I think.
You'll actually get 3 though, because you have double attack, multi-attack, I mean. So you would attack twice regularly, and then your offhand weapon.
Okay, nice. So I attack again with the same weapon. Go here. I'm a little slow sometimes. It's been a while.
So we're looking at an 11 to hit. Yeah, not going to connect this one.
Nope, that's fine. And then my hand axe.
She does get advantage from hockey.
Oh, that's right. But it was on the first attack. It was on the first attack, though.
So. Right.
Yeah.
16.
You wouldn't get advantage on the full round. It would just be the first attack. So it would have hit anyway.
Sorry. Okay, so that one did not hit. I do have my last one is my hand axe for now. These guys don't look very bloody or anything, right? I'll do it.
They actually do. They actually do.
Okay. 21 for my hand axe.
Okay. That'll hit. What's the damage?
Okay.
No.
6 plus 5. I don't know what happened there.
Oh yeah, that's true because it's offhand, so it doesn't include your strength. So it's 3.
Okay.
So
okay. There you go.
Okay. Now, your weapon doesn't seem to go through entirely. It seems like they have maybe resistance to your weapon, but you hit twice, and half of that damage went through. These creatures do seem rather bloodied, like they've already been in combat. I mentioned they had like battle wounds. One of them, the one that you just hit, seems to be the closest now to death. Well, actually, no. The one that Flare had hit with the psychic damage is closest to death. The one that's to the left near Sarasanda actually drank her blood and seemed to have healed a bit more. So in terms of like degrees, I'm going to give them little colors here. We'll have we'll avoid red, but blue seems to be the most damaged. Green would be less damaged, or more damaged, and pink will be the most damaged. So blue, not so bad. Green, middle of the road. Pink would be certainly dying, or being destroyed quicker. They're already dead. All right. Next up would be Sarasanda, and she's going to take out her... She's got her sword. She's going to attack. We got a 22 to hit for 10 slashing and 15 force. She's like, "Curse you, foul beast!" And all that seems to go through. And she's going to... I don't think she has another attack. I think she's a one and done. No, she has 2. Wow, great. Okay. She'll attack again, grabbing that sword. And again, it does... Ooh, that's only a 13 this time, so that's not going to hit. I wish it did. It was a good amount of damage. But she swings and hits that one for 25, and she calls to Orel. "Get in there, Orel! Fight these cowards!" And she's going to then retreat. Oh, no, she can't. She's grappled. She's stuck there. Orel, it's your turn. No, I lied. Elias goes first. Never mind. Orel's on deck.
All right, so I'm going to step here so I can see them all. And I shout out, "Lathander! Lathander! banish these foulness, and light blows off me, bright blue light, and scorches the vampires as I channel my divinity.
Oh,
They have to
sweet.
take a DC. All of them take a DC 17 Wisdom save, or else they take 22 radiant damage. Half
First
on a
one
path.
gets a 21. The second one gets a 22. So they pass, but they take half.
Is there 3 of them though?
Oh, what's the range on it? 30?
Is there anyone within 30 that can see or hear me?
They can. Okay, let me do that again. And Blair, was there any disadvantage? I mean, Dobby, was there any disadvantage to saving throws for the one that? Oh no, it's only if they attacked, did something to Tom.
Only if they target Tom. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, one more saving throw for Andrew. A nat 1. So one is going to fail. The pink will fail entirely. The
So
other
it's
two
22
pass.
radiant, and the one that passed take 11 radiant.
All right, so then what's going to happen is this one will certainly die. The pink one disintegrates into a pile of dust. The other two take how much? Half of that?
11, yeah.
11? But this does have a horrific effect on them. They seem to be blinded by this light temporarily. They are going to have disadvantage on their attacks and I think further saving throws. Let me just double check. Oh no. Does it count as sunlight or is it just radiant damage?
Yes, it nullifies any magical darkness as well.
It counts as sunlight, it says?
It says any magical darkness within 30 feet is dispelled. I harness sunlight.
But is
Doesn't
that what does
specifically
it say
say
that it
it's
counts
sunlight.
as sunlight specifically?
It just says I harness sunlight.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll see. But still 11 damage, that's going to go through. All right. Nice job, Elias. Anything else from you?
I'm going to back up 1.
Okay, back up 1.
And that's
All
it.
right. That's it. Dasha, it will be Aurel's turn.
Yeah. Am I able to move through my allies here to get on the other side of the enemies?
So technically, you can go into your ally space, but temporarily you cannot fight from that position, though. You'd have to use a action to try to push the creature. I would say athletics would be maybe to like break up their hold and push the creature back. If you do that,
actually-
you can...
Oh, I have Shield Master as a feat, so I can, if I attack on my turn, I can use a bonus action to shove them 5 feet with my shield. Would that work?
Interesting. I guess no matter what, if you wanted to push them out of the way, you'd have to go through your opponent's square. I guess you'd have to be able to make an attack. No, I've looked this up before. You can't fight in a spot that you're occupying with a friend. I'm like 100% sure of that. So I don't know that you could do it. But pushing somebody would be... You know what? I'm going to allow you to push, but not use your shield bash. Because I can't make you make an actual attack, like a swing a sword or swing the shield when they're right next to you. It's such close quarters. But if you wanted to try to like break up their grapple, you can do an athletic check on like Tom's behalf.
Yeah, sounds good. Can I push as my bonus action with Shield Master and then attack if it's successful? If I end up moving into a free space?
No matter what, I would allow you to have your second attack because it has to be an action. It has to be part of your actual attack action. But I would allow that second attack, and if you have any other bonus attacks, you can do those.
Gotcha. Okay, so I will use, you said athletics check for the
Yeah.
shield
Yep.
push?
For the push, yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm rolling terribly today. That's a 9.
All right, let me roll their athletics check. 22.
Okay.
You want to use your other push? You have the second attack?
I will, yeah, because I'll at least try to get this one off of Sarasanda.
Go for it.
So
I rolled another 22, Dasha.
I rolled a 10. I have not rolled higher than 10 today.
Dear Lord.
That being said, for everyone to be aware, Aurel's got some auras that I want people to be aware of. So I can imagine he's like, when the battle starts, he like maybe prays a little bit more to Paylor and starts like glowing and emitting this like faint aura, but it's 3 different colors of auras or 3 different shades of light. Aurel has Aura of Protection, Aura of Devotion, and Aura of Courage. So if you're within 10 feet of him, you get a +2 bonus to all saving throws. You cannot be charmed, and you cannot be frightened.
Damn.
So just if that does anything for anyone, just keep that in mind. So those are
That's
my
really
actions. Good. As a bonus action, I am going to I guess no, I'm not going to use a bonus action. I will yell in frustration that I can't reach this guy and can't push him and separate him from Sarasanda.
Turn. Okay. All right. So Aurel finishes the turn in frustration, but you notice something, everybody. Inside the room, the priests' bodies begin to writhe. You can see the tattoos, portions of their tattoo. They have tattoos all over their body. Portions of their tattoos, different ones, begin to glow. Why don't we have Dasha roll me a d6 and Dobby roll me a d6.
Me rolling tonight is apparently a bad idea, but here we go. That's a
Okay,
6.
this has nothing to do with anything.
Definitely.
I got a 4.
Okay, so this is what's happening. The bodies of the priests convulse. They sit up, and they seem to be alive in some sort of disturbing, unnatural manner. They are alive, but they are moving about, getting their bearings, and they're going to enter into the initiative. However, some other terrifying effects take place. So, Dasha, you rolled a 6, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So, the priest to the left, the one that's over underneath Hawkeye, we'll say, comes back to life first. I'm going to move Hawkeye out of the way just so I can undo the X there. And we'll give them some markers as well. We'll call this one the purple, and we'll give this one gold. The gold one becomes bone white. His skin all turns almost like albino white. And you can see it looks like it is, as it stands, a circle appears on the floor within this chamber, filling the whole room. You don't know exactly what it does yet, but the circle starts to fill this room like a white chalk circle. The other one, Andrew, you rolled a 4? Yeah, 4.
Yeah, I got a 4.
The purple priest, when he stands, again, that tattoo burns off of his skin, and it continues to burn. The priest's flesh sloughs off, and its skeleton crumbles away, leaving only a skull. The skull glows green fire all around it. And you can see another tattoo carved within the forehead, similar to the other ones on its body. All right, that's the priests. Let's see what happens and where they go into initiative. And then we'll start with the vampire spawn. All right, anything I missed? What did I miss? Nope, that looks good. All right, the priests are going in right here. All right, the vampires. Well, now this is disturbing. The vampires are upset. They're going to leave Sarasanda and Tom. They're going to let go of you and start to move. They're going to go this way. This one's going to go around. And they're going to attack the priests that are still sitting on the floor. We'll go to... You can take an attack opportunity. Absolutely, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, do I still have advantage from hockey, or is that just the one turn? I don't know.
No, but we'll just take the first one always. So 17 hits. 8. Got it. All right, so you attack the the blue one that stepped away.
Okay.
Okay, and then Sarasanda goes to you. She goes, "Fool! What are you doing? They're obviously trying to defeat the priests. They're helping us." She's like disgusted by you, Tom.
They were just holding on me. What the heck?
All right, so here's the vampires.
Turn.
Let's go with a claw. The hit. And a bite. She should actually get advantage on this, so we'll roll with advantage and see if I get a crit. All right, so the first one, the blue one, attacks the gold priest and is actually going to connect twice for a bite and a claw. So the bite does that much damage. However, yeah, that's not going to matter for the necrotic damage. And then for the other one, that is going to be claws, bite, 2 more hits, and again, similar 9 and 5. And 8. Okay, great. So here's what happens. The 2 vampires attack. The blue one attacks the orange priest and starts to hit it, pounds into it with its fists, grabs it by the neck and bites, but you get the sense that it's almost reviled by the taste of its newly paled flesh. The green one attacks the purple, and it scratches at the claw, gouging into the eyes, pulling it closer and biting it, but again, no effect. It doesn't give them any sort of life essence back. These priests seem to have changed quite a bit. Then we go to Flare. You'd be next, and you probably only get a glimpse of what's going on because you're seeing through the dining hall, but it doesn't look good out there. Doesn't look good. Stefano?
Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna kind of peer in there. What can I see? What
So
can I
from
see
your
here?
vantage point there, you can
I really
easily
only
see
see these 2 dudes right here.
Yeah, so you see the vampire engaged with the priest on the floor. This one has the pale bone white skin, and you can see a circle of a white circle, almost like a, you're not sure if it's chalk, but it certainly looks like a white circle being painted around the entirety of the room it's forming.
Oh. And then
It's similar in color to the flesh.
Nope. Can't see anything there. All right. Well, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oops, not at 4th level. Sorry.
Oh, it's been done.
Nope. Here we go. So I believe this happens on their turn.
Correct. At the start of their turn, if they're within your radius, it happens. Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I actually want to move like here, so that I get 3 of them in my 15-foot radius.
Okay.
Yep, and yeah. So on their turn, they have to make a Wisdom save.
And I'm assuming your friends are immune to this. Will be unaffected by it.
Yes, they are.
Good. Okay. So when the creature enters for the first time or starts their turn there. So yeah, it'll start on their turn at this point. Okay. Nice job, Flare. And then we jump down to Dobby.
So what does Spirit Guardians do? Just so I know
describe
it's,
it. Do you want to describe it, Stefano?
Yeah, sure. So on their turn, they're going to have to make a Wisdom save of 17. And if they fail, they're going to take 17 radiant damage.
Oh, okay.
And if they pass, then they'll take 8.
And even though I assume, Stefano, that you would pick like maybe celestial or fey choices, right? Like angelic or fey choices.
Yes.
You would agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
However,
so
in Barovia, they take the place of like demonic entities, fiendish looking creatures, even though you intended it to be angelic or fey. Exactly.
Okay. Do they still take the radiant damage?
We'll find out.
If you are good or neutral?
We'll find out.
Wait, what am I? Am I good or neutral? I don't even really know.
Well, it says your choice. It's your choice to choose which ones you want. Yeah. So you would have chosen, I'm sure, the celestial or the fey choice, right? But all of a sudden, you're shocked to see almost like the you remember in like Nightmare Before Christmas, the ghosts like that are flying around. Those they look like they're like lost souls trapped in the in shadows. It's kind of like that, swirling around you. I'm sure Elias is freaked out by it. Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah. All right. Dobby, what are you doing?
All right, so I really don't know who I should be attacking at the moment. It seems to be the priests of highest order. I think I can only see that one priest from where I am.
The orange, correct?
Yeah, the orange.
Yes. It's
so
funny, our viewers cannot tell any of the colors because it's black
and white. Yeah, yep.
I'll give him a glimpse. I'll give him a glimpse in a second.
The one Hawkey's next to.
Yes,
I'll send a firebolt that way. I'm assuming I can see them right through the door.
Yeah. There's a glimpse, everybody. Get your image right now. We got an orange priest, purple priest.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, a 14. The priest. I'm sorry. Actually, I didn't. I was thinking something else. I apologize. A 14, you say, huh?
I say 14.
It hits. Yep.
Very good. For 8 fire damage.
Okay, 8 fire. All right. Nice work.
Hawkeye will aid on the priest, and I'm not gonna move. I don't think I can go into that room right now. So.
Okay, great. The circle is complete. Anybody that's within 60 feet of this priest, the circle blasts out necrotic energy away from the circle. Everybody takes I think it's a wisdom saving throw. Nope, it's Constitution. So Constitution saving, that would include everybody because you're all within 60 feet of this priest.
Anybody within 10 feet of me has +2 to any saving throw.
What kind
little
of
low
saving
there,
throw is it?
Dasha. Little
Where
low
are
on the
you?
volume.
Oh, okay.
Are you at the bottom?
Dasha's here.
I'm at the bottom, yeah.
Oh, so not me. Okay.
Far from many of you, but also close to many of you.
Dasha, do you want to give it to the vampire that's 10 feet away from you?
Ooh. No.
Okay.
What sort of save was it?
It says
Sorry.
friendly creatures. I don't know if the vampire's friendly to me. I don't think I determined if
It's not friendly. No, it's not friendly.
Yeah.
No. Okay. All right. Is everybody good? What'd you get?
What kind of saving throw was it again? Wisdom.
Constitution, and the number you're looking for is 15. If you succeeded, I'm just going to tell you what you get. If you failed, I'll tell you. So the number is 15, and again, Dasha gives a +2 bonus to this.
+2 bonus, yeah.
To those within 10 feet. If you failed the DC 15, you're going to take 28 necrotic damage. If you succeeded on the throw, you take 14.
28.
28 necrotic damage if you failed the 15 DC. And I got to roll for Sarasanda as well.
And if we succeeded, you said it's half?
It's half, so 14 if you succeeded on the check. She succeeds with the nat 20, so she'll end up taking only 14. And then, let's see, the vampire spawn. They are resistant to necrotic, so oddly enough, they'll take some damage, most likely. 1 pass, 1 fail, so the blue one passes, and the green one fails. And that's actually going to be enough to kill the blue one. And the green one takes 28. That kills the green one as well. They both turn to dust as the necrotic damage destroys their flesh. Okay.
Terrifying.
All right. Next, the purple priest goes. And the purple priest is going to shoot out. Yeah. It's going to do fire rays at everybody that's in the doorway there. So that'll be Tom. A fire ray at you. 13. Does that hit? I don't think you said it hit.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
Sarasanda takes...
Disadvantage against Tom, don't forget.
Oh, okay. It actually failed anyway. Sarasanda takes 12. That doesn't hit. And Aurel, 15. Does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So this thing blasts out some fire and then is going to fly upward. It's going to go upwards into the stairwell and it's going to get out of sight. Okay. Then we go to
Did it just to be clear? Did any of these things fly into the 15-foot radius of my spirit guardians?
Oh yeah.
no, they did not.
Okay.
This one stayed where it was. It just stood up. The other one flew upwards away from you. So, actually, wait. This
Well,
one
the
is
one that-
15 to begin
anything
with.
that-
Within 15.
Yeah, anything that started its turn in the spirit guardians has to.
This
make
one's
some
15 to
saves.
begin with. So go ahead. I'll take the damage. It's wisdom save.
Wisdom save of 17.
Okay, wisdom save of 17. Gotcha. That was within 15 anyway. I kind of assumed the vampire was the last one. I don't know why. 15, so it fails and it takes the full 17?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Alrighty. Next up would be Tom.
Okay.
That's the 15, by the way.
Okay, I'll roll it for the other one
I
then.
think I'm able to get in the doorway now, so I'm gonna get in the doorway.
Get in there.
Is this within the 15 feet of Flair's stuff? I'm sorry, he just drew the circle and I missed it.
Sure. However, you would not be affected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's friends.
So I'm
Friends are
gonna go-
immune. Yeah.
And this is
How
a
is
priest.
this
in front-
also?
That's a priest in front of you. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just try to hit the priest. Let's see how we do.
It's usually a good idea to hit a priest.
You know, I am a deacon.
Oh. Tom's been deacon left and right here, getting out of the way of these attacks.
Sometimes at work, if it's deaconess to you. Thank you.
Do what the deacon says.
18 to hit.
You hit. Mhm.
Okay, cool. 7 damage. Do that again.
Actually, Tom, pause there. That's going to kill the priest.
Ah.
Yep.
So the 7 killed the priest?
Yep.
Oh. Dang it. Yeah. There goes my crit for the whole 4 sessions.
Well, if you want to keep hacking into it, you can.
Okay.
Do you want to?
No, it's fine. It's okay.
Sarasanda looks to you and goes, "Hit it! Destroy its tattoos!"
Okay, so I hit for another 9 damage.
Roll me a d6, please.
D6, okay. Five.
Great. So you were told by Sarasanda to hit it, like destroy the tattoos, and you notice some of the tattoos look like they are glowing. So you aim for one, you get a crit, you smash off another tattoo. You either destroy it or like leave a big cleave hole in the chest, wherever that tattoo would be, and it's almost like whack-a-mole. Like there's a million tattoos, their bodies are covered with them, but you seem to have destroyed at least one of them. And she says, "Keep doing it, destroy them, carve them off their bodies." Do you have another attack? Offhand?
Yeah, I've got my offhand attack.
Do it.
Which is my... Okay, yeah.
So you actually, unfortunately, miss. You get advantage, but it's still a 13, and that's not beating their armor class. Their body might be writhing and convulsing on the floor, so it might be not so easy to hit them anyway, but you miss with that last one.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move somewhere?
I'm trying to think of do we know what's in the other spaces yet? I guess.
No, I don't think so.
I'll move towards the stairs.
Okay.
Leave
Yeah,
the,
you move toward.
leave the
Yep. All right. Let's go to, it would be Sarasanda next, and she's going to spend her turn going up to it and starting to, like, flay off, like, slice off areas of the tattoos. Let's do another attack from her. We'll do 2 attacks with her blade. Let's see here. Oh my god, she misses both. Actually, no, she's at advantage, so roll again. 1 hit. So she gets 1 hit. Roll me a d6, Andrew. A d6.
Yep. That is a 5.
A 5, okay. 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 Alrighty. Let's go to Elias. It's your turn. And she tells everybody, destroy its flesh. Carve the tattoos off its body. Its powers will revive it again.
I'll move up to it, and I'll hit it with a scorching ray.
Go for it.
So I get advantage because it's down.
You actually don't with a ranged attack. It's only with a melee attack.
Well,
Do you want to change that to a mace attack?
I got 29 anyway.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Give me a d6.
Oh, just a d6.
Yep.
3.
3. You scorch off another tattoo. All right. Anything else from you?
That's it.
Okay. And then Dasha. Aurella's next.
Yeah, finally the way is clear, and Arel hasn't had a lot of like vantage point view into this room, so he's going in a little bit blind, but now he runs in, he can see, and I guess he sees Elias kind of hacking away at this guy, and he'll do the same, not seeing anything.
Elias actually just scorched off a tattoo. Laser removal.
You see
That's
radiant light.
expensive. That is, you're
Radiant
doing him a
light from my
free service.
fingertips as the dead body writhes and burns under me.
You got
Yeah.
the Lathander discount on laser tattoo removal. Great.
Yeah.
Arel will start. He's holding his sword. He's just going to start hacking at the tattoos if that's what Sarasand is saying, and Elias is
Do
that
it
as well.
now.
22 to hit.
Good. Give me a d6 again. I'm taking even or odd at this point.
4.
Okay, great. 4, and give me one more attack.
Mm-hmm.
You get advantage if it misses. All right.
26.
No worries. You basically mutilate this body. All the tattoos have either been destroyed, damaged, or sliced off like Sarasanda did, or lasered off like Elias did. The body eventually ceases moving. The tattoos are no longer glowing. They're all off the body. And the body is just like this flayed, burned, scorched husk. It's quite disturbing and unnerving. All right, the combat is over.
I'm going to poke the body with a Lightbringer.
It doesn't move. Sarasanda like wipes sweat off her forehead, and she's like, "That was a close one, but we let one get away. These
Yes, where did
priests,
the others go?
it went above the second floor." She looks to the stairs past Tom. "I believe that these priests have occupied the house. It seems like some of the more natural dwellers of this setting conflict with them as well." She looks at the flesh.
You
Say it
told
again,
me to hit tattoos. What do you know about these?
These priests harness dark magic, using tattoos and the powers of their victims' souls. Some of the powers that it grants them are the ability to come back to life, but at a price, as you saw. They harness evil magic, ones that can tear flesh from their bones, mutate them into alternate beings. They'll continue to writhe and come back so long as their tattoos give them strength.
Okay.
Anytime
we
we
should-
confront one, we must mutilate the body, slice off the tattoos, scorch them, whatever means necessary.
While this is going on, I want to search the body if there's a piece of rod on it.
No rod piece. In fact, these ones look like they've been, their robes and everything has been tattered, shredded from the attack from the vampires. Looks like the vampires had things under control until you guys came in.
While this conversation is going on, I would like to try to swipe some of the silverware.
Yeah. You can take the silverware. I believe it's quite a bit of gold. Let me double check here, but it's like opulent amount.
I'm going to take a small silver spoon.
Well, you're not in that room.
Well, go back in that room, pick up a small silver spoon, and say, "This one is for Edward Brycene."
You are not witnessing me stealing the silverware.
Fair enough.
I hear you. I know
Later.
what you're up to.
I would like
Later.
to make a stealth check.
I know you well, Flair.
Do you say the name Edmund Brycene?
Oh my God, Flair. Jesus.
Yeah.
The silverware in here is worth 2,500 gold.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. It's crystalware as well. Silverware and crystalware combined for
Oh my God, it's
2,500 gold.
unbelievable.
It's a fortune. It's
Can he
This,
carry all that? That sounds like a lot of
this is
silverware.
the best chapter I've been a part of so far.
my God, you could like completely like raise a village out of poverty. Like,
I mean, let's be real. I'm not stealing all of it.
okay.
So I'm going to
So-
give myself 1,000.
Okay. You're so
Just
generous.
1,000.
I'm not
Well-
like Flair would not be so stupid as to try to take all of it with all these people in the room.
That's great. That's great. Oh
Blair
my
walks
God.
out, all his pockets are like jangling, weighed down to the floor.
Wow.
Wasn't I close enough to hear about Edmund?
Oh yeah, I think so.
All right,
Yeah.
I walk in.
I mean, he's
told
only
you
Hey,
that.
hey guys.
Yeah.
What I missed?
I'll walk in too. Did you say Edward Brycene, friend to
Yes.
Elf and
Friend
Man?
to Elf and Man.
Well, he
And
did
I
not
have
say
everyone.
Edward. He did not say Edward. He
Is
said
it Edmund?
Edmund.
Edmund. Sorry, I misspoke. Edmund
Do you
That's
know
a-
this
Brycene.
Edmund they speak of, Dobby?
Oh my goodness, Edmund is my best friend in the entire world.
Of course, I know Edmund. I had nightmarish flashbacks to his singing and dancing
But
when
he
you
could-
spoke his name.
But he
Oh.
collects spoons, so I have this spoon which I shall present to him.
He also only has one eye.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true.
yes. I heard about the eye in the jar. I heard that story many
Mm.
times.
When did
Ah,
you meet
but,
him?
I met
Much
him.
has happened since we last saw each
You
other.
know Edmund?
I know Edmund. I was on an adventure with Edmund just before this. We're actually working together.
That bastard. I haven't seen him in years.
Ah, yes, is
Did he
Very-
mention me?
he mentioned the Three Musketeers?
Ah, that's me,
Ah,
Flare,
that's
Solar Flare,
Yes, now that you mention it.
rock god of the Three Musketeers.
He must have left that part out.
Oh,
He's like, nope, he never mentioned you. He kept
Did he
going on and
mention-
on about some doofus named Rogal.
did he mention when I ended the endless winter?
Sure. But
Oh.
if you are all friends of Edmund, then I know you can be trusted now. He's,
Of
Ah,
not just friends, best friends.
of course.
we are the
Of course.
We have no time for this type of discussion. There's more to be uncovered. We have to find where the priests are. Look
Oh,
through these doors,
oh,
search, scan.
Lighten up.
She just like walks past you. She says, "What's in this room?" She opens the door.
I'll go in with her.
This is a den. You can see an oak-paneled room. Looks like a hunter's den. A stag's head is mounted above the fireplace, and 3 stuffed wolves are positioned around the outskirts of the room. It looks pretty mundane in here, but she looks around. Every room, by the way, has been lit. There are oil lamps or candles or something brightly illuminating each room. It's not dim whatsoever. So there's full bright light so far everywhere you've gone.
Can I inspect the room to see if there's anything unusual?
Yeah, you can look around. It seems, like I said, rather mundane. The fireplace is crackling with fire. There's lounging chairs as well as a desk to sit at. You look through the desk and it doesn't seem to contain any sort of notes or something, something that would be damning evidence or anything like that. Yeah, it seems pretty, like I said, mundane in here.
Perhaps we should move upstairs. I believe one of the creatures fled there. We should corner it and destroy it for
But
once.
wait. There must be a basement in this house. What about this door here? I'll open this. Is this thing doing anything?
Sure. I was actually wrong. That is the dumbwaiter.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the dumbwaiter. This was a door to the kitchen as well.
How big is the dumbwaiter?
It's 2 feet by 2 feet. Creatures that are small could fit in there, but you could not. If Dobby was still a gnome, he'd be able to fit.
Hockey can fit.
That's true.
It's very dangerous. Any other doors? What about
this?
What about
Okay,
this
open
door? Yeah.
Yeah, to the east, you can see another door that goes inside. This is a bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. No, I lied to you. It's not a bathroom. It's a kitchen. The kitchen is tidy. Dishware, cookware, utensils neatly placed on shelves. It's got a dome-shaped stone oven that stands near the east wall, and near the oven is a well-stocked pantry. You can see the pantry door right here.
I'll go in there.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I see another door. I'll open this one. Is that a door on the bottom right?
Yep, I see it. Oh, wait, I'm so confused. That's a dumbwaiter. Hold on. I'm getting my bearings lost here. Everything's labeled weirdly in this module. So I've got here's what I'm saying. Just so you all can see what's going on here. They label things like room D4, and then it's like A, B, C, D, right? Like that. And they're all next to each other. So I actually have the original Death House Curse of Strahd open and Vecna open at the same time, so I can confirm, because it is kind of hard to tell. So I apologize. That little tiny opening appears to be the dumbwaiter. It says behind a small door of the southwest corner is the dumbwaiter, and that is what I thought. I thought it was the dining room was where the dumbwaiter, so that's why I thought it was this room, but it's actually the kitchen. So sorry, apologies. That's the dumbwaiter, and it looks like this is a closet. This is
what's in the closet?
Cloakroom. Slightly ajar. There are black cloaks inside, and they are damp.
How many cloaks?
A number, like a dozen. So this is the cloakroom. I'm going to maybe put a little label on it here. So we'll put a C for cloakroom. I'll put it in green right there. C for cloakroom. And then I'll put a little D for dumbwaiter next to Elias here. D for dumbwaiter. All right?
I can't see anything.
Well, now you can. What's important is the viewers can see it.
Okay.
Right?
So there's no other doors? What about
Correct.
the pantry?
That ends.
I'll go and look in the pantry.
Full of foodstuffs. You can see it's well stocked. Like there's kitchen utensils, grains. It's like this is obviously an opulent mansion townhouse. It's got everything. The people
Are there any crunchy snacks?
Certainly. What do you want?
Salty
Granola?
snacks.
Yeah. You want some?
Actually, granola sounds great.
They've got granola. They take a lot of time and make granola. Yeah.
It takes some granola.
Okay, you got it. But that's it. It's food. Now, you've searched this area. You seem to have gotten through to all the main areas. You've seen the layout of the place. It seems like you've figured it all out. The only place left to explore would be upstairs. Sarasanda says, "If there's a basement, perhaps there's another access way. We should head up. The priests are probably up there."
Yes, we should go upstairs.
I just want to bang on the floor a bit, see if I can hear if it's
Sure.
or not.
Yeah, you bang on the floor, and it's solid. Rather solid. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's move ourselves to the middle, and I'll just transport all of us to the upstairs area. Okay. All right. Okay. So I've got you in the stairwell here. Your characters are marching up the stairs. You can give me a marching order if you'd like, just so I know who reaches the top floor first.
I'll go in the front if I can. I don't want to be caught in the back again. Aurel wants to be in the action.
I am behind Elias.
Okay. Dobby, where do you want to be?
Not in the front. So which side is the front? The top side or the bottom side?
The bottom. I'll put you in the back. And
That
Tom,
sounds
I'll
good.
have you kind of in front too. Hawkeye can just be like flying up the middle.
Okay.
All right. So Arsanda will go before Flair, and then Dobby will round out the group. That seems like a good marching order there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it kind of goes like this. Right?
Yep.
Like
Okay.
that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you find yourself atop in the upper hall. You can see here there are unlit oil lamps. So now it's pretty dark. You can see that they're mounted on the walls, but they are unlit. Hanging above the mantelpiece opposite on the west wall is a framed portrait of a family. This family looks familiar to you. You can see there is a man, a father, and a mother, 2 standing, smiling children, as well as a baby swaddled in the arms of the father, which you can see the mother in the picture regarding the baby with a hint of scorn.
Is it the vampires?
No, it looks like the Durst family. The kids outside, they are in the portrait.
But we don't recognize the adults.
You do not, but you assume it's their mother and father and their baby Walter.
Does anyone else regard the baby with any type of expression, or is it just the mother?
Just the mother. Everybody else seems to be looking out, like towards whoever painted the portrait, whereas the mother seems to be like kind of just looking over to the baby, kind of like was supposed to be looking out, but was painted giving a side eye to the baby. It's amazing the painter actually chose to paint it that way, but yes.
And that's over here above this
It's above the mantle, yeah.
mantle. I'll approach and take a closer look. Is there anything?
Before you do,
interesting?
Aurel, before you do, I feel like you might want to get one more piece of information here.
Oh, yes, yeah.
You see those 4 like stars on the map?
Mm-hmm.
The 2 to the south are suits of armor. They seem to be, decorative suits. They hold swords in their hands and such. They look rather badly maintained, like they have dents and scratch marks all over them. The 2 in front of you are actually in pieces on the floor. So the northern ones look destroyed, and they're in piles. The other 2 seem to be rather worn.
Do they look, the ones that are worn, do they look like they've seen action?
Yeah.
Like they're not just decorative, they've maybe been worn or animated
Through battle, for sure, yeah.
through battle?
Yep, and then there's 2 double doors. There's double doors to the north and double doors to the south.
I'm gonna avoid the ones that are still standing. And I guess steer closer to the ones in the north that are destroyed. But I do want to come and examine this painting a little bit more closely if I can.
Sure. As you do get close to the painting, the suits of armor come to life.
Of course.
Roll initiative.
Amazing.
Okay.
All of
Roll
them?
it up.
Or just the ones that are still intact?
Just the ones that are still intact, correct.
Okay. Five. Oh my god. This is bad.
4.
We're not used to going up steps like this. This is crazy.
Can't even see it. Oh, 13.
All right, we got Dobby at 7. We've got Tom at 2. We've got Flair at 13. We've got Dasha Aurel at 5. And then we've got, who's left here? Elias 4?
Yeah.
So
Oh, dear
Xander
Lord.
Cartwright in the chat has been praying to Maeve for us to have bad rolls.
Really?
I think I've seen some references. It was either in yesterday's or today's chat, but there's a theme of that, and I want to tell Xander, please stop. Please
Classic Xander.
stop.
That rascal. Well, that's okay. The creatures don't get a good jump either. These might be the worst initiative rolls on the channel. This is what they look like. Okay. So these creatures, these animated suits of armor come to life. We're gonna go to Flare. You actually get the jump here. You're still like halfway up the stairs though, so you gotta get into the action first. I don't think you can even see until you get to Elias' square. You just hear the combat beginning, the din of combat beginning upstairs. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move. What's going on up there? Am I going the right way?
No, you're going the other way.
I can't go
wait.
up.
Oh yeah, sorry. I had you all positioned the wrong way. Whoops. Hold on. Obviously, Aurel, you're good where you were. Let's put Dobby in the back. Put Dobby here. Oh, come on, Dobby. Put Dobby in the back.
I think I just fell down the stairs.
No, I got you. Don't worry. I got it all figured out here. Aurel, you're going back. Dobby, you're in the behind here. Blair, you're going to switch with Sarasanda. That's where you would have been. Okay? That would have been the order. Go ahead.
So I will just kind of peek my head out, and then I see these creatures, yes?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I will say, oh, have I got the perfect thing for this? And I will cast Heat Metal on
Nice.
the one that is right, the one on the left.
Great. So, remind me, you choose roll the damage. It happens automatically.
I don't know why I keep doing it at the wrong level.
What level are you doing it at?
I'm just doing it at second level.
So, how does Flair get so excited about this? Describe it.
So I have so many instruments. I don't actually know how I'm carrying them all.
It's okay.
But
Instruments are
he
life.
takes out his lute. And he starts strumming a little tune. And he says, well, I don't God damn it, you're putting me on the spot, man.
That's right. Hot-blooded. Check it and see. Anyway, you cast a spell using the power of your lute.
Yeah, he starts strumming a little tune, and he starts talking about metal. He starts playing Master of Puppets.
There you go.
By Metallica.
However, to your absolute worry here, spell has no effect. You can sense the magic was cast, and yet it dissipates as this creature is immune to heat metal.
Wow.
Yeah. Immune. Completely immune.
Well, that sucks.
Are you going to stay where you're at, or are you moving?
Oh, well, my spot is gone.
Don't worry about it. Where do you want to be?
I was going to go back and down the stairs to where I was.
Go ahead. I'll move Sarasanda for you.
Actually, I'll just stay here, and I'll be like, oh,
okay.
Elias, protect me.
Dobby is next with a 7.
With a 7. Oh boy.
I'm next with a 7?
Yep.
Thank goodness, this is terrible. I yell up from the bottom of the stairs, guys, what the heck's going on up there? I don't know if I can do much here. Let's see.
You can cast through hockey, remember.
I can, but only touch spells. So you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I will do that. I will have Hockey fly over, and I will use Hockey's vision here. Let's see, my touch spells. Looks like it's gonna have to be. So okay, so it's is it been 10 minutes? Do I still have protection going on, Tom?
I would say so.
Okay, so that's what I'm concentrating on at the moment. So then, I guess I'll go with Shocking Grasp. That's my touch spell that I can cast through hockey.
Go for
And
it.
I will cast it on... both of them are the same, right? Nothing.
Yeah, we'll give them different symbols, though. I'll put one with a skull and one with a... we'll do a rook, a castle.
So does a 21 hit?
It does.
And it will be 9 lightning damage. And I believe it also takes away their ability to use a bonus action. Shocking Grasp.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay, that seems to go through. Yep.
It can't make any reactions until the start of its next turn.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, so Shocking Grasp works. How much damage did it do?
9 lightning damage to the castle symbol.
Gotcha, okay. Okay.
Did that damage seem to all go through?
Yep, it did. I double-checked because there's a million different things it's got for resistances and such. Okay, so let's go to... Next up would be Orel. So, shockingly with a 5.
Shockingly. Before I go, I realized something looking back at my character sheet. With my Shield Master feat, I can take no damage on effects that give half damage. So that 1 damage I took, the 14 damage from the circle that spread out, would that damage be negated by this
Yeah.
Shield Master evasion?
Yeah, totally fine.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Okay, great. I'm going to hack away at this closest guy.
The only question I have is, does it
Longsword.
have to be a dexterity save?
Let's see. Shield Master evasion. If an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
Okay, then you're good. All right, go ahead. Tell me what you want to do now.
Yeah, using my long sword to hit the guy closest to me. That's 26 to hit.
That connects.
And that will be... I'm using it one-handed, so 8. And I'm going to one more time use my other attack.
What
to
type of
attack
weapon
my
is this,
longsword.
you said?
This is just a long sword.
Is it magical or no?
This is not magical.
You get the sense that not all the damage is going through.
Okay. On my second attack, will I hit with a 20?
You hit with the... Yes, you hit with the 20. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that'll do 14 damage, and sensing that not all the damage went through the first time, I will also use my, if I can find it, Divine Smite.
Nice.
So, that will be an extra... This isn't a fiend or undead, right?
It is not.
It is not. Okay, so
No.
that's just an extra 2d8. 8 radiant
8
damage.
extra. Now that all goes through, though, so...
Okay, great.
This thing looks rather beat up. Like I said, it wasn't in good condition to begin with, and now you're pummeling it, and again, the radiant damage searing the metal on it, and it's looks like it's ready to fall apart like the other pieces behind you.
Okay,
All right.
I'm ready to attack again on my turn.
Elias, what's your dexterity?
+2.
Okay, you go first.
Oh, okay, great. So,
The creature also had a 4, so you go first.
I'm gonna hit it with the Sacred Flame cantrip again. 'Cause it's super
Okay.
good at this level. So I roll that. It's a Dex 17 saving throw.
On the left, the castle?
The one that's very damaged.
Yeah. All right. Dex saving throw, a 9.
Okay, so it all goes through. Takes 18 radiant damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. You dismantle this suit of armor. It falls to the ground, pieces clattering to the floor.
Bless you, Lafan.
All right. The creature goes next. It's going to attack Hawkeye. Andrew's like, no,
Evasive maneuvers.
you wouldn't dare. 19. Hawkeye is
Evade.
turned to smoke. Hawkeye is dead. It takes 10 slashing damage. He's gone. You feel this connection severed. Your vision through Hawkeye gone. You see through your eyes again at the bottom of the stairs. All right. That's the first attack. The next attack on Orel. 25, Aurel. Is that it?
That'll hit.
All right, excellent. You take a total of 10 slashing damage,
Okay.
and the creature is going to move just a little bit. No, actually, yeah. Well, I guess it would try to interpose the door, so it'll move between you and the door that you're next to, like that. Seems like it's blocking your way. All right, now we go to Tom, bottom of the order with a 2. Tom.
Yes.
If it moved away from me, does it take an attack of opportunity from me, or?
It didn't move away. It moved closer. It moved to the
I'm
left, one space.
Hang on, my map might be wrong.
It moved from here to here. Are you somewhere else?
I'm somewhere else. Yeah.
Do you see?
Hang on.
Oh, do I have Zoom?
I'm refreshing
Oh.
my page now to. I feel like
Guys, I'm so sorry. I never put the screen share on for you guys.
Oh.
There you go. See where you are, Aurel, in this?
I
gotta
was
check
somewhere else
YouTube
on my
chat.
Roll20. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I'm refreshing my map now, but okay. That makes
Where did you want to
Professionals-
be?
Professional
wanna
streamer
be?
here.
I'm fine
Yeah, I know.
there. I thought
Okay.
I wanted to be there. I thought you would move me for some reason. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that, but this is cool too.
I didn't move you, actually. I think that's where you landed. You were in front of the fireplace, right?
On my map, I was right here.
Okay.
I was like over by
Classic.
the stairwell for some reason, but whatever.
Classic
That's fine.
Roll20.
I'm happy that, to be where I am now.
Stream is obviously sponsored by Roll20, everybody. We love you at Roll20. Just kidding. No sponsors. Stephanie, Tom.
I can walk through my friendlies, so I'm gonna swing my battle axe over the side so I don't hit anyone.
Great.
Move right here next to him.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna hit him.
Do it up.
So here we go. Because hockey is gone. But I got a crit.
Oh
first
my
roll.
god, a crit. Go for it.
Hey guys. I very exciting. So it's 15 damage. It's not a magic sword. Not fancy. Just swinging. So I'm gonna swing a second hit.
I see. 17 does not hit. Offhand?
And then I've got
Oh, nat 1.
it's a crit fail. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I've
you
got
still
a bit.
did. Yeah, you still did some decent damage here. Are you going to stay there?
I am gonna stay here because I think everyone else is kind of squishy.
Okay, you're blocking the way. Yeah.
No, I don't know if anyone watches Delicious in Dungeon, but when I saw this pop up, I started to drool over the episode that these guys are in.
Ah.
I love that anime.
Okay. I got to check it out.
Definitely watch it.
Hopefully it didn't weird you out. We like
No,
friends
you have to
did,
be
Andrew.
out there.
Yeah. All right, I'll check it out. Let's go to the top of the order. Flair, can you end this with some flair?
I will attempt to. I will do. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
3 count. First blast is a nat 1.
Excellent.
Second blast is a 19.
That'll
for
connect
8
with a
force damage.
looks like a 28 if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it was a 19 on the die.
Oh, okay, gotcha. 28 hits.
Cool. 8 force damage.
Force damage, you say, huh?
Oh, great. Every damage that I do, it does nothing.
It is immune to force damage.
Perfect. This is great. Flair's an idiot anyway.
It's great. He's like, oh my god, they're invincible.
Does a 14 hit for no damage?
It does not.
No, it's 17.
It does not. Sarasanda has to go. I forgot about her, so I'm going to do her real quick. She would have gone at the end. Sarasanda is going to jump in here and attack with her longsword twice. It will not hit either time. Jeez. All right, she's failing too. Curse these metal bodies. And then we'll go to...
All right, so I'm just like,
Got
ha! And then I say, Elias, I've weakened it to the brink.
Never
You
fear,
can-
my friend.
You can deal the
I am here.
finishing blow. And I will step aside.
Orel is up.
All right, and just to double check that I'm in the correct location, I am currently north of the thing, right?
Yes, you're
Correct
north
place.
of the creature to the left of Sarasanda.
Great. I'm gonna hit it with my sword and again use a smite. If I hit 15 to hit,
Does not hit.
does not hit. Okay, I'll try again. My second attack,
Mm,
21 to hit.
that'll connect.
All right, so that is 14 slashing damage.
Okay, and are you going to use a smite?
I am gonna use a smite.
Okay.
10.
Oof, this thing is on the brink. It's looking real haggard here, like it's about to fall apart. Elias.
Well,
Finish it, Elias.
Lathander, flow through me. And I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time. So DC 17 Dex save, please.
It fails with a 10.
I hit it with 15 radiant damage.
And that will end the threat. The creature again falls into a pile of pieces. All right, combat is over. Sarasanda says to Orel, a little angry at you now.
You see
What were
Aurel,
you thinking? What were you thinking walking through a obviously trapped room?
There is no use in fighting now, Sarasanda. We all make mistakes, and Paylor forgives, as long as our intentions are good.
You know, I've heard a
It's a-
lot about you at the guild. Some people sing your praises. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Let's look into these rooms. We must find more priests.
Alright.
Aurel's gonna ignore her and turn to Elias and reach out a hand for like a handshake, because that was well done.
I'll
killing
shake the hand. You see the power of Lathander?
And the power of Paylor, they seem to work together well.
Yes. United. The powers more than doubled.
Yes, the power
I
of
can-
light always multiplies when united.
I can
Oh, brother.
feel the
All right,
gods
let's check these doors.
Which
Aurel-
door do you want to go into?
Aurel turns to face everyone. Let us pray.
Yes,
The
yes.
Lords of Light.
The
and
Lords of Light.
he'll start a prayer.
Oh, this is a brilliant idea. Let us pray to the Lords of Light,
The
who
Lords
has
of Light.
granted me the moniker of Solar Flare, the ender of the endless winter. Did I mention that before? And all of the unbelievable things that the Three Musketeers have done, and Elias was the spiritual leader of the Three Musketeers. It was unbelievable what we did in Icewind Dale. We have
Amen.
done so much, and it was incredible. And the Lord of Light. Yes, we need light here in this gloomy, dark place. It's just everything that everyone needs. And at this point, if anyone's inspired by that, they can have
I'm-
17 temporary hip.
So
I'm
inspired.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm so inspired.
Oh yeah.
I
Me
just
too,
keep
from the
saying
bottom
light,
of the stairs.
light,
Inspired.
the light of a dawn, the light of a dawn. There is
Aurel
nothing
will
like
turn
the dawn.
to Flare and take out one of his last crumpled up, but like still in good condition, pamphlets of Paylor, and hands it to him and says, "You know, when we finish this this quest, it might be interesting for you to do some reading. I think you'll find some good in this, my friend." And
Oh,
then
I'm
like,
sorry. I
pat
never
him on
learned.
the back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never learned to read.
Maybe your friend Elias can read it for you, and he'll pat him on the back and continue into this this space, and
What is-
maybe
What does the heading say?
do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Paylor, the Lord
Paylor.
of Light? Yes.
I read
Aurel,
it. I read it, by the way, because I can.
Great. I'll type one up for you. I'll have one ready for next time. Maybe
Post
Bob
it
can
in
put in the
Discord.
description. Yeah, in the Discord. Okay. Yeah.
post
yeah,
in the
I'll-
Discord.
I'll be sure to make
Yeah.
that up.
And by the way, the offer still stands. If you do a write-up, your personal thoughts or a diary entry, any sort of like retelling of what happened in the adventure, anything really, anything creative, inspiration point goes to somebody for that if you put it in the Discord. And if you haven't joined the Discord yet, I would certainly do it. Links down below in the description. Now, Aurel, you wanted to look at that photo or the painting, the portrait.
Painting, yes.
Like I said, it's the family, the Durst family. It even would say like Durst family at the bottom. You can see that they're all, even in the picture, they have like the crest on whatever suit or whatever they're wearing. They're like noble vestments. The crest, which is that windmill on a red background. It is on the red field. It is basically just their symbol, this windmill. And again, you can't help but notice the scornful look in the woman's face. There are 2 doors to the north here, and you can see what looks like, I know that these doors are appearing for you. I think you see them, right? They're not secret doors. They're just in the other room. It's like a footlocker and a dumbwaiter. So I'm not going to like have you open them. I don't know why you can see them through the walls here. It's really weird to me. So don't worry about those. They're just in another room. And makes sense that one is the dumbwaiter. It fits like, blueprint wise where the other one was down below. Anyway, ignore those. There's 2 passages, a northern double door and a southern double door.
I'll turn to the group and say, it seems that someone got here before us to destroy these 2 northern suits of armor. Perhaps this is our path forward. Perhaps they entered these doors to the north.
Good call.
I mean,
Can we talk about this for a second?
Of course.
This is a little strange. First we came upon vampires that seem to be attacking the priests. Then we come to this room, and 2 of the armored creatures seem to have already been destroyed. Do we think that the priests have infiltrated this area then, and they don't even come from Barovia?
That seems to be the case. We know the priests infiltrate cults and use them to their advantage, take their souls and gain power from them. In all my time here, I have not heard of this priesthood, these necromancers. They must be newcomers, because the first I heard of them was through Sarasanda.
That's what I said. We chased them here from Daggerford.
I think these suits seem to be trying to protect the southern door here.
Yes, but
Yeah.
there were also some protecting the northern door, and they have been demolished by someone who was here before us. I fear they have already gone through those doors before we could get here.
Steph, were you going to say something?
Oh no, I was agreeing with that the southern doors are what they were protecting. But your logic is pretty sound to go north if you want.
We could split up. I'll take the north.
It's a great idea. Cover more ground that way.
Exactly.
What about this door over here?
Doesn't exist, remember?
Haha! I opened it. It exists now.
It's actually crazy that that's a door. It's actually crazy. It does not exist in the book that it should be a door there. I don't understand it at all.
All right. Anyway.
So weird.
I do not think we should split up at this juncture.
Well, we could open both doors at the same time.
Yes, let's open both northern doors at the same time.
Yes.
Ah.
Agreed. Let's go in one direction.
One for Lathander and one for Pelor.
And one for Flair.
Of course. Yes.
Oh boy. Here's what you see, everybody. And I've got some artwork here for you. All right. So you open this door, and inside you can see it looks like a library. A mahogany desk faces the fireplace in this private library. Two overstuffed chairs fill the room in the corners. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall, and a rolling wooden ladder allows access to the higher shelves. But what takes your focus here is actually you see 2 priests of Ozibus. They're wearing the same white robes. You can see they have tattoos. Actually, no, they have disrobed. They look like they're robed in the token art, but they have disrobed, and they have a body of a what looks like some sort of a armored adventure or something like that, and they are in the middle of some sort of horrific evil ritual. They are siphoning out the essence, and you can see in the artwork here that this like soul that's being taken out of their body is forming this like malevolent cloud above them. We're obviously going to go into combat here, but we are going to pause it. This is where we will stop for this week. Great job, everybody. What a fun ride here. It's been nonstop action in Barovia. Thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I love this group, and I love the dynamics so far. I love how the Icewind Dale crew and the Supernatural 20 crew are meshing together, and I love how, like, really like a glue Sarah Sonda has been. This, like, sort of, like, really friendly presence that kind of connects all of you. She's been excellent, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love Sarasanda.
She's a light in these dark times.
She is. I can't wait till she goes and meets the rest of like all the Tabletop Bob community. So.
Her eyes are light in this dark time.
That's right.
They are.
If you haven't done so, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do all the bell and all the other stuff. Really, really great. We're going to be back in 1 week for Vecna, episode 3 of chapter 5. And of course, tune in for Curse of Strahd on Tuesdays. That group is really rolling here. Thanks to the real roleplay prowess of Michelle and Tim. We'll see you all. Have a great night. We'll see you on the tabletop. Bye, everybody.